it's Rachel with Scout, and we've done a lot of loose leash walking, and so now I want to do an introduction to heeling with him. Now he's super responsive, so I think that he'll pick this up right away. And just to clarify, when you take him out for a walk, you by no means want to heel for the entire walk. It gives you a great opportunity to practice heeling for a minute or two here or there on your walk, but heeling is used differently. It's a lot more structured. Like with loose leash walking, we say that he can have the whole leash, so he has all this room to kind of go around and explore. But with heeling, we have him right next to us, and he always sits whenever we stop, and we want him to sit nice and close. Now where this would be useful is like if you have to take him to the vet to get his yearly checkup, or you take him into Petco for him to pick out some new toys or something like that. He does pull a lot on the leash, and with the heel, you have him a bit more controlled, and he's closer to you because, especially if you're going to the vet's office, you don't know the other dogs that are around. They could be sick, so you want him close by you, and you don't want to get your arm work out by pulling him to get him to do that. So I'm going to use treats, and he's very excited about these treats. So it's just to bait him and to get him to do it the right way. So we practice it correctly without any bad habits, and then eventually you won't have to use treats at all with him. So, sit. Good boy. So this is exactly how we start out. We always start out with heeling on the left side. That's just how, kind of the standard for dogs. If you want it on your right side, that's okay. And this is kind of similar to what we've done with the loose leash walking, where you do your turns into him, do the kind of high, wide knee left turn. But we'll do it like this. Now, usually the leash is in your opposite hand, and you have the treat in this hand. So if he's not walking well with me, I can bait him like this, or have the treat up like this. You see he's paying really good attention to me. And you just control the length of the leash like this. Now I'll have a little bit more stuff for today since we're just starting out. But normally you want the leash in kind of a nice relaxed J shape like this. And he'll know when you're heeling that he's supposed to be close to you. So, yeah. Heel. Good boy. So since I haven't done this with him, I have the treat right down there to guide him where I want him to go. Good heel, Scout. Good boy. Good boy. Okay, now ideally he stays sitting the entire time until you're completely done. Scout, sit. Now when you start out with heeling, you start with your left leg, the leg that's closest to him, and heeling is a walking command. So if I just say sit here and say Scout heel, he's not going to do anything. Like we actually have to go somewhere. So a good way to do is just kind of take a step forward, slap your leg, and say heel. And that also kind of tells him where you want him to be. So Scout heel. Okay. So he's getting a little bit too far in front of me. And at least he's nice and gentle with the treats. So I can just hold my hand, my fist down here, and he's walking right where he should be. Now, of course, you don't want to have to do this the whole time with him, forever, but this gets him in the right spot. Let's see. Sit. Good heel. Good boy. Heel. Good heel. Good heel, Scout. Good heel. Good boy. Good boy. Okay, now here where I do, a lot of affection, a lot of excitement there, that's fine for him to get up out of his sit. Then he's did a good job with that, and I'm letting him know that we're, done with the entire heeling exercise. This is also really handy, like if he's super excited when you're out on a walk and you're coming up to a crosswalk or something like that. Put him in a heel so you have more control over him, and have him sit like while you wait for the light to turn so that he doesn't run out and get in the street at all or anything like that. Now he does super well with the treats. He absolutely loves them. So that makes for a really easy time training. Treat motivated dogs are just a piece of cake to work with. So, with that being said, just make sure that you're practicing the right things with him. Yeah, sit. Now this is exactly how we want him to sit, nice and close to us. A lot of times dogs will want to come sit in front of us because that's, how they've always been taught before. So I use the treat to kind of bait him to my side like this and then back like this. It's almost like, putting your car into reverse or something like that, but just with the opposite hand. So we're just going to keep walking around a little bit more, get some more distance, and see how he does. Scout, heel.
Good boy.
Now he's not chewing on the treat the whole time, but I still have him right down here.
Good boy. Stop.
Okay, now this is the kind of sitting that we want to avoid. So I'm just going to turn back around. Good boy. This is perfect.
Good heel. Good boy.
Now, the sit is included in the heel command. So if at all possible, don't tell him to sit when you stop. Just guide him into a sit with the treat or with the hand signal. Okay, heel. You've kind of forgotten about the treat, and he's doing really well. Sometimes gets a little bit ahead of me, but not bad. So I just remind him. Yeah.
Good heel. Good boy. Good boy.
Now, if he starts pulling too much or to the side or something like that, that's where you can give him a leash correction. So pull, give him a little pop back, a little pop over, or something like that, and just remind him to heel. So you repeat the heel command. Good boy. And he's very good with his obedience and very eager to learn. So this is just kind of more with the leash manners. Again, you don't want to do this for 20 to 30 minutes, when you take him for a walk or something like that. It's just, it's just meant to be used here and there, and in the practical applications like we went over. Also, if you're bringing him in for daycare and there are other dogs, being dropped off around the same time, when you're picking him up, just put him in a heel between your car and the office and, command a bit more of his attention like that. Okay, Scout, ready? Some more practicing. Sit. Now this is a little sideways, but, that's just being nitpicky. I'm going to call this good enough for today, so that he is doing the correct thing. You ready? You know what this treat pouch is? I don't know if you can see in the video, but there's just little drips of drool everywhere we stop. He's so excited about these treats. Okay, Scout. Heel.
Good heel. Good boy. Good boy.
Heel.
Good heel. Good job. Heel.
Go.
Good heel. Good job.
Good job. Okay, that was a perfect heel, perfect walking on the leash there. And you can see I still had my hand kind of down there, but it wasn't down to where he was basically, licking the treat from my hand. So he is a quick learner. So just keep practicing this here and there. And that was a wonderful example to end on because that was perfect what he just did. So that's what you're aiming for at home. This was Rachel and Scout, and we were doing an introduction to healing.